Hey there, everybody. This is a walkthrough on how to do rhythmic dictations in MusicQuest. Um, this is not a video on just generally how to do rhythm dictations or tips on rhythm dictations. That's in a different place. This is strictly just how to use MusicQuest rhythm dictations, so so you can find exactly what you need. Um, I am going to go do dictations with quarters and halves here, so they won't be super difficult, but they can get us an idea of how we're supposed to do it. Okay, so that one had a mixture of quarter notes and then a half note at the end. On the screen, you'll see the space up at the top left. That is where I'm going to be entering my notes. Down at the bottom, we have our controls. For the rhythm dictations or any of these dictations, you can play the question as many times as you want. If you would rather, write them down with a pencil and paper, that's also fine, and then enter them into the computer on the screen. That's actually my preference. I was practicing some of these earlier, and I have my notes right here that I was jotting down as I was listening to them. On the lower right-hand corner of the screen, you see your controls for entering answers. You don't need to worry about the rests. None of the dictations we're going to do are going to have rests, at least in the early levels. Really, we just need to worry about what types of notes we're doing, plus the erasing different things. This particular one started off with a bunch of quarter notes. Now, there's two different ways you can choose your notes. One, you can click down here, which is fine, or you can use your control key plus a number. So control 5 is half notes, control 6 is whole notes. So this one started off with just a bunch of quarter notes. So I've got quarter note. I'm going to, whoops, I accidentally played it again. I'm going to enter my quarter notes in here. They just move left to right. If let's say that I accidentally, I forgot there was a half note at the end. I can do my erase or press Control backspace or Control delete, and delete some notes if I need to. But they'll just kind of keep moving backward. And then I'll grab my half note and throw it up there. Submit my answer. I got it right. I'll try another one. Okay. I may have written it down. I think I remember tap, tap, tap. Quarter, and then I believe, well, I don't remember, so I'll listen again. Two half notes in the second measure. Now, let's say, though, that I couldn't quite figure out that second measure and I put this in. I can play the question again and see if it lines up with what I have. I can play my answer and hear if that sounds right. So that's my answer. The question again is... Oh, so I can hear I've got too many notes in my second measure. I can erase these wrong ones and throw a half note in there. Just like with other things, you can use the hamburger menu up here and change your tempo if you want it to go faster. Some of the questions we'll have you will need to use dots. This one uses eighth notes. Ba, 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 ba. So I had quarter, 8, 8, and then I had to go as a half note. Oops, no, that was a half note, sorry. Well, anyway, you can see my own process here. This is why I usually prefer to write things down. So I use the same process. Now, let's say that we have a dotted half note. We don't in this particular one, but you'll have to choose half note plus a dot, and then it'll enter a dotted half note. You can't enter the dot separately. It's all got to be one thing. You can also use Control Z if you entered something you don't want anymore. That's a undo, the classic undo that works like in everything. But this is how to do the dictations. Like I said before, I recommend we write them down on paper first. I'll show you strategies for figuring out rhythm dictations in a different video. But that is it for now on this. Have fun doing these dictations.